Y'all kill me. Y'all kill me. Literally, y'all kill me. Okay, we're gonna wait for a couple of more people to go ahead and come in the building. Make sure that you are hitting that like button on your way in. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wait just for a few more people to come on in. Because this one is gonna be ridiculous. I told y'all. Y'all never wanted to listen to me. I told y'all, and y'all didn't want to listen to me. So we're gonna wait for a couple more people to come on in because every time I've given y'all a prediction of everything that has happened or was going to happen with Diddy, it came out. Now look, Tizute, how you doing, beautiful? God bless you. Now look, now there are new allegations that Diddy had a relationship with a police chief. Okay. I told you guys, when I told you guys all this stuff that was going on with Diddy, I told you guys that I was like, I can honestly put any money that Diddy has police on the payroll. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. Y'all sat there and y'all said I was slandering. I didn't know what I was talking about, that it was far fetched. Now it's all over the news that Diddy had a relationship with a police chief and he had other officers on the payroll. Sometimes y'all gotta make this shit make sense. How else do y'all think that the evidence was going to be disappearing the way it did? How else do you think that a lot of the shit that Diddy was doing was being kept under wraps? How else do y'all think that was possible if he wasn't having help of some sort? Okay. I told you guys that there were big, big people that were on that list. Okay. I told you guys that. I gave you the names of the people that were on that list. And it's so funny that every name I gave you guys that was on that list, those people have little by little been falling off the ladder. You got Ellen DeGeneres that fled the country. You got Jay-Z that got hit with rape charges. Russell Simmons, we already know Russell Simmons been fled the country because he knew this bombshell was gonna come. Okay. Then you got Diddy, that's his whole team is working to get a pardon from Trump and his peoples. They're looking to get a presidential pardon. And now it's coming out that he was in a relationship with a whole entire police chief. How else do y'all think the evidence was disappearing? How else do you think that everything was being kept under wraps? Sometimes y'all gotta make it make sense. Okay, this is why I tell y'all when I bring y'all stuff, I don't bring it just to make content and just to talk shit or whatever the case is. I bring it because I know what I'm talking about. I literally do my fucking research on things. Okay, and it's just common sense. Constantly things were being put swept under the carpet. Evidence was disappearing. There were too many cases that were arising, and people were like, well, what happened? What happened was he played his cards, not saying that it's right, but he played his cards smart. He got involved with someone that was in law enforcement, a police chief. Okay, check this out. Allegations have now emerged in a lawsuit suggesting that Sean Diddy Combs had a relationship with a police chief, specifically Maui Police Chief John Pelletier, okay, who allegedly helped facilitate his predatory sexual behavior. Gemma, how you doing, my beautiful bucket of peaches? Okay, he helped him facilitate his predatory sexual behavior. Okay, y'all hear that? He helped him, okay, and cover up women's rape in 2018. You got a whole police chief out here helping you cover up rape cases. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and share this live out so we can get the good amount of people in here. Okay? You had a whole police chief helping you cover up rape cases in 2018. That is why a lot of the cases that are out now, the judge, listen, and let me tell you something. It's not just the police chief. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a judge on the payroll as well. That's some nasty work right there. Okay. The lawsuit claims Pelleter, while a Las Vegas Police Department officer managed security for Combs, Las Vegas safe houses, and obstructed attempts to report gang rapes. Gang rapes. He was helping him cover up gang rapes. And y'all still want to walk around because they paying people to walk around the courthouses with free Diddy shirts. Seriously? Seriously. A whole police chief sat there and help Diddy cover up gang rape cases in 2018. Okay? However, check this out. However, Police Chief Pelleter has strongly denied these accusations, stating he has no connection to anyone in the lawsuits, okay? And has documented proof of his whereabouts at the time of the alleged cover-up. Of course you have proof of your cover-up. Of course you have proof of that. The same way that you helped Diddy cover up all those rape cases. The same way that you helped his peoples cover up the gang rape cases. Of course you're gonna have proof of your whereabouts. Of course. Zuki baby, how you doing? No, how you doing, baby girl? Oh, Dusty, how you doing, love? For everyone who is just joining, welcome back. I am Talk Your Ish Jess. This is the Talk Your Ish Jess podcast where I do talk my shit on celebrity news, not celebrity gossip, because gossip is far fetched. We talk about celebrity actual fucking news. And right now, we are talking about the new allegations that have emerged from the Diddy trial, suggesting that he allegedly was in a relationship, okay, with a police chief, and this police chief had a couple of his deputies on Diddy's payroll, helping him cover things up. Okay? Now, a spokesperson for Pelleter stated that the evidence will show these claims are false and are an attempt to manipulate the legal system. The Maui Police Commission voted unanimously to keep him in his position despite the allegations. So, despite the fact that there's new evidence that is emerging that he had you on his payroll, the Maui Police Department is still saying, now we're going to keep him as a police chief because we're not buying none of this. This is far fetched. Okay. He has proof of his whereabouts, this, that, and the third. Of course, you guys are going to keep him on the case. Of course, you guys are going to keep him as chief. Why? Because half of y'all was on Diddy's payroll as well. So y'all don't want your names to start coming out. You know that if the chief's name comes out, the chief is going to say, well, the captain goes down with the ship and all y'all motherfuckers are going to stay on this ship. So y'all coming down with me. When I sat there and I brought to you guys the whole entire Cassie and Diddy situation, you guys sat there and said, nah, this can't be real. Nah, this can't be true. You know, I told you guys Diddy was going to take a huge fucking fall with this whole situation. What happened? A month later, the whole Cassie video came up. When I brought you guys the Cassie video and I told you guys it's just a matter of time before Diddy is locked up and everything else with everybody else's name that's on that list begins to unravel. Y'all sat there and y'all said, no, that's slander. That's far fetched. You know, those are just your predictions and this time. Well, you know what? Start paying me $5.99, $59.99. Fuck $5.99. Start paying me $59.99 an hour because my predictions actually came out. Okay. There was evidence of Diddy beating the brakes off of Cassie. Diddy ended up going to fucking prison along with his fucking mule. Okay, his house was fucking raided by the feds and Homeland Security. Okay, massive evidence was taken. Okay, into custody. And what happened? A couple of months later, now Diddy is in prison. Okay, and the same people that are sitting there talking about, no, that's slander. You're just, you're far-fetched with your stories, you're down talking on Diddy. Now those same people are on my fucking ass talking about, yo, you gotta go live and talk about this shit. But when I went live and I talked about it, yeah, they didn't want to listen. Now y'all want to listen. I told you guys, literally sat here and said, yo, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a police department on his fucking payroll and a judge and a couple of lawyers on his payroll. What popped out today? That he was in a relationship with an entire police chief and had his deputies on the payroll. I'll wait. I'll wait. Everything I sat there and I told ya, it's all come out into play. Now, what I want to know is, at what point in given time are they going to find the adopted daughter that disappeared? Okay, if y'all remember a while back, Diddy adopted a little white girl. Diddy adopted a little white girl. Y'all don't notice that little girl has vanished? There's no trace of that little girl. Now, there are massive allegations, have been massive allegations, that allegedly he sold that little girl. He sold her. But nobody's talking about that. Okay. Y'all sitting there, y'all talking about, oh, poor Cassie this, poor Cassie that. I said what I had to say on Cassie. Y'all can miss me with the whole Cassie's a whole victim and all that other bullshit. No, we're not doing that. Okay. Now let's see what y'all gonna say with the new revelation of Diddy has police on his payroll. It's just a matter of time before the judge that's on the payroll comes out to be named as well. But guess what? When you're dealing with people of the law enforcement, they know how to cover their fucking tracks better than anyone. But they always make a mistake. They always leave a trail of breadcrumbs. Just like the fucking chief of Maui. You left a trail of breadcrumbs, my nigga. Because when you get into any type of deals with Diddy, you're setting yourself up for failure. Because he covers his ass more than anyone. So I promise you, any deal that you make with him, you're making a deal with the devil himself. Because he's going to keep massive evidence on you. You think he's not sitting there and he's not telling people where to find certain things so that other people can get roped up in this? He's had conversations with his sons, secret conversations that are not so secret, where he's telling them, yo, make sure y'all get rid of those pizza boxes. You know I don't like pizza boxes laying around my house. My nigga, you in prison. Who gives a fuck about a pizza box? We not stupid. That stands for files and evidence. Make sure y'all get rid of all the garbage. Make sure that y'all clean the house out real good. Clean the house out. Get rid of any and every evidence that's out there. Make sure that y'all trace your steps and go over everything and there's no garbage left around. And that shit never made sense to y'all? You think the chief didn't sit there and educate him and coach him on what to do, how to get rid of this, how to get rid of that, what not to do? You think that he didn't do that? How the fuck do you think that he got as far as he got? How do you think that he was able to do all he's done throughout the years if it wasn't with some type of law enforcement on his side? Now it just came out, and now the new allegation is he was on the payroll. He was helping him cover up crimes from 2018. He was helping him with all the nasty shit that he was doing. And how does his department take this fucking information in? Well, we don't believe it. We're going to keep him on the payroll because that's neither here nor there. How the fuck is that neither here nor there? And this is why people say the cops are crooked. Your whole department just got wind Okay, your whole department just got wind that you dirty. You a dirty cop. Like you literally dirty. Okay. Besides the fact that you crooked, you helped Diddy cover up great cases, and you was helping him exploit all these men and women. So yeah, I just look at it like it's nothing. So I don't get it anymore. I don't understand it anymore. I don't get it. Now there's evidence, and guess what's gonna happen? Exactly what's happening now. He's been working since 2018 till now. That chief has been working on covering up his tracks. That chief has been working on making sure that there's no breadcrumbs. But you didn't do it good enough because you still popped up. Okay. And now his boys are saying, well, we were with him on the night of such and such. We were with him on this night. Of course, y'all was. Y'all was on the payroll. Y'all was sitting there helping this disgusting ass fucking con artist covering up all these great cases, watching all these women and men get gang raped, and your police department has the audacity to sit there and say he's going to continue his position as police chief because that's far-fetched, we not believing that story, or because he said he has actual proof. I'll read it to y'all again for those that are just joining. New allegations have emerged in a lawsuit suggesting that Sean Diddy Combs had a relationship with police chief Maui, specifically. It says it right here, with specifically Maui police chief John Pelletier, who allegedly helped facilitate his predatory sexual behavior. You helped him. You helped him. Okay? And cover up women's rape cases in 2018. Okay? The lawsuit claims Pelletier, while a Las Vegas Police Department officer, managed security for Combs' Las Vegas safe houses, aka safe houses where the freak offs used to happen, where everyone could go and just join in on the party. All the male escorts that were hired knew that that was the place to be. All the bouncers, the security guards, the entourage, even Cassie's little new husband that she has now. All those safe houses is where the freak offs used to go down. That's where they used to grape all those women. So back in 2018, you were just a Las Vegas police officer. Now you're a Maui police chief. And yet your department literally says he is going to keep his position despite these allegations. Pelletier has strongly denied these accusations, stating that he has no connection to anyone who is named in the lawsuit and has documented proof of his whereabouts at the time of the alleged cover up. So you're telling me, let's just say, for instance, if you're telling me that there are 17 allegations, 17 different dates, 17 different time frames, 17 different time stamps, you're telling me that you have 17 documents showing where you were for each case? Why you documented everything so much? I can't even remember what the fuck I did last week. You're telling me that you used to work for Diddy's security company and you documented every single fucking move that you made in 2018. And now that the allegations are coming up, you're quick to sit there and be like, what? I don't know what they're talking about. I have documented proof of my whereabouts for all the allegations. Why was you covering up all your steps in those allegations? Why? Why did you feel the need to document your every move? Is it because you knew that you was dirty? Is it because you knew that at some point in time you were gonna have to sit there and be like, this is gonna go bad. I need to save my ass. Which is it? Make sure you guys are hitting that like button and sharing the live on your way in. Okay. Now, let's see what else it says about Mr. Maui Police Chief. Okay. It says here, Maui County Police Chief John Pelletier has rejected a request from Mayor Richard Bison to take administrative leave. So they've asked him to take administrative leave. He said no. Okay. He said no. He rejected it. Okay. Maui County Police Chief John Pelletier has rejected a request from Mayor Richard Bison to take administrative leave following claims in a federal lawsuit naming the chief as a conspirator in a criminal enterprise said to be run by rapper Sean Diddy Combs. The amended complaint filed Friday in the U.S. District Court for Northern California accuses Pelletier of serving in the crime syndicated during the previous tenure as a Las Vegas Police Department officer. Ashley Parham and two unnamed co-plaintiffs said Pelletier managed security for Combs in Las Vegas safe houses and interfered with Parham's attempt to report being gang raped by Combs and his associates. So y'all weren't expecting for someone to sit there and remember, well, I remember when I got gang raped by Diddy and his people, that there was a police chief by the name of such and such, and he didn't let me do the report. Y'all wasn't expecting that. Some of these females are sick and tired of not being heard and not being taken serious. So now they're starting to name big names. Okay? Naming a police chief is some serious shit. Okay? Y'all wasn't expecting for Shorty to take the stand and be like, well, I tried to report that I was gang raped, but Pelletier wouldn't allow me to. Pelletier stopped me from that. You were just an officer at the time. You're a police chief now. You graduated and you took the stand to protect and serve. You protected and served the wrong fucking people. You helped a whole fucking rapist and a whole pedo cover up his fucking crimes. And you went against the actual victims. And now they're telling you, you need to step down as police chief. And what are you telling them? I'm not doing it. So you're telling me that there's not a mayor where you at? There's not somebody that's above you to sit there and be like, I'm not asking you to step down. I'm telling you, you have to step down. You need to step down with these allegations. You can't be police chief until you're actually proven innocent. So y'all just gonna take the word that you tell him step down. You're a whole fucking mayor, and you told the police chief to step down, and he told you, nah, I reject that. I reject that request. I'm not stepping down as police chief because I didn't do anything. Why do you have so many documented proof, documented records of everything that you did, every step that you took, every move that you made in 2018 to prove that you wasn't a part of this whole entire claim on the Diddy trial now? You covered your ass from day one because you knew that there was a possibility this would happen. You knew that was going to happen. And yet you chose to sit there and do what? Well, I'm not fucking moving as police chief. Y'all want me gone? Y'all gonna have to take me out. What the fuck? A whole mayor is allowing someone to tell him that he can or can't step down. That's how it goes now. That's how it goes. A mayor allows a police chief to tell him what's gonna happen. But then you can't really say nothing because the whole entire department is standing behind him. The whole entire department is saying, nah, he's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere because we stand by him. Now, I don't know what's going on. I have to go over here. Look at all these messages that I missed. My bad, y'all. On here, I can't see. Can I fix that some way? I don't want to touch anything, though. I can't see none of y'all messages. I have to literally go over here to see y'all messages. So let me go ahead and backtrack right quick and catch up on some of these messages. I was wondering why the comments are not coming through, y'all. So my apologies, literally, to everyone. Shout out to Big Irv. We got Big Irv in the building. Oh, Dusty Puerto Rican. We got my Zuki baby in the building. Tizute, I see you, baby. My beautiful bucket of peaches, Gemma's Journey, and Grace. We got my baby General Chewy in the building. Who else we got? We got Trap Buddha in the building. Salute, welcome in. Quick Vic, what's going on, my darling? We got Smoked Out Society, the Big Bro Havoc. We got Artist Morrison in the building. Chino Plush, what's going on, Chino? All right, what's the latest comment? All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to keep it like this. And I don't think I can even hand out any wrenches at the time being because when I go to my channel, it doesn't even show that I'm live. So something is dead ass going on, but I'll keep it this way. That way I can see y'all comments at least and I could keep up with y'all. So, all right. For those of you who are just joining, welcome back to Talk Your Ish podcast. I am Talk Your Ish Jess. I do cover all of the celebrity news, not gossip. Gossip is slander. I cover actual factual news. Okay. For those of you who are just joining, I started reporting about Diddy about a year ago, where I sat there and I let you guys know there was going to be a very big, huge downfall to Diddy. Diddy was going to fall off of his fucking empire. When I started reporting, a lot of you guys sat there and told me that it was far-fetched, that those were just my predictions, and my predictions were actually going to be incorrect. Turns out that my shit wasn't actually incorrect. I was spot on. I told you guys it was going to be just a matter of time before video emerged or evidence emerged. I said evidence, not video. I said there was going to be evidence that emerged that showed Diddy was actually abusing Cassie at the time. You guys told me that that wasn't going to happen. A month later, I was reporting to you guys the breaking video that broke the internet where Diddy was caught beating the brakes off of Cassie. After that video, when I reported and I went viral for that video, I told you guys it was just going to be a matter of time before the feds walked in and they took Diddy. What happened? Homeland Security and the feds raided his homes. His mule was taken in. And then a couple of months, I think about a month and a half later, Diddy was taken into custody. Okay? Y'all ain't want to believe me then. Y'all should start believing your girl from now on. Okay? Y'all should start believing your girl. All right? Um, Artist Morrison, Tizzle, Nino, I will get y'all wrenches soon. I'm trying to figure out what the freaking frack happened. I can't see none of y'all comments on here. I can't see anything, and I don't want to take the chance and touch anything. I think I can give Tizzle hers now. Let me see. I can give Tizzle hers because Tizzle's the only one I could see her comment. But that's about it. That's the only thing I can do. I can't see nothing else. Uh, Tell my baby Melly I said what's going on. Yes, yes. Now I will say this much. There are certain people that did believe me. A few members of the Rico squad, they always knew. Havoc was one that always believed what I was saying. But Havoc at times would sit there and be like, nah, Jess, I don't see that happening. Nah, you crazy, you bugging. I don't see that. My husband was one who used to sit there and be like, nah, babe, you bugging. Yo, that's Diddy we talking about. I don't see that going down like that. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. Hey, listen to your wife next time. Okay? Listen to your wife because your wife knows what the fuck she's talking about. All right? Um, but y'all, this is crazy to me in all honesty. This is really fucking crazy to me. All right? Like, when I bring you guys shit like this, you might as well just consider me like the Angie Martinez journalist. I do my fucking research. I do my work. I know what the fuck I be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I promise y'all that when I sit there and I tell y'all what's going on, is because that's really what's going on. Okay? I knew that this, and here's another thing that y'all didn't want to believe. Okay? Y'all didn't hear me out, and y'all didn't believe me when I said that this whole Diddy thing was a cover up for something bigger that was going to come. Okay? Here's the kicker for y'all. Y'all didn't want to believe me, right? Y'all said that this was just how, the music biz is. This is just how it is with these big names and stuff like that. The big cover up was Trump was becoming president. It's so funny how Diddy's downfall began and then Trump came back into the office. Now his team is seeking pardon, presidential pardon from Trump. Is he going to get it? I'm not 100% sure. I'm like on the fence about this because one, if Trump does give this pardon, he's going to have a lot of people coming for his mata. Two, if he doesn't do it, he risks being named. But you can't really be scared of being named. We've got pictures that you've been with Diddy since Diddy was young. Diddy's had relationships with your wife, sexual relationships. And fuck that whole, oh, allegedly. No, there's no allegedly. When I do my fucking work, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Diddy has allegedly slept with Trump's wives. And I say wives because y'all know that nigga been married a grip of times already. So at what point are y'all gonna start taking it seriously when I sit there and I tell you this is gonna happen? Okay? Now, we're gonna swerve off of Diddy real quick. Another thing that I had brought to y'all was this whole Remy Ma and Papoose thing. When the whole fucking thing with Remy Ma and Papoose came out, And y'all sat there talking about, oh my God, look what's going on with Remy and Pap, this, that, and the third. You know, I think they're gonna work it out. And nah, this is black love. This is what it's all about. You know, they're the amazing couple. And I sat there and I told y'all, this is fake. This is fake. Okay, Papoose is with Remy because he's in love with an idea of what Remy could be. Remy is with him because she feels like she owed him. Y'all sat there talking about I was hating that I was down talking on the black love couple. Now look, she going live making herself look like a fucking dumbass talking about him. He's going live because he got sick and tired of her running her fucking mouth. But I'm gonna tell y'all this much. Yesterday, I went to I hit up Cuba del Bronx's panel, and we were discussing the Remy and Pap situation. And it's crazy because it's shocking, but it's not shocking. You got a lot of women that are sitting there and they're like, "Oh, we're Team Remy, Team Remy, Team Remy." Of course, you guys are Team Remy because you guys never want to give any fucking support to the guys. Okay, y'all want to sit there and all throw Papoose under the fucking bus. Now, I will say this: there's three sides to every story. There's her side, there's his side, and then there's the truth. We as viewers are never going to know the actual factual truth of what's going on with them. But what we do know is what is being put out there for us. Now, I seen, I'm gonna try to say this nicely. I seen a bozo, and I say bozo because y'all know me, I don't give a fuck. A lot of y'all bitches have been trying me, and y'all been coming for me low key when I pop up in certain places, and y'all waiting to get a reaction out of me. I'm not giving y'all that satisfaction. I stopped giving y'all bitches clout a long time ago. But I seen someone go up there and say, I, as a woman, could never downplay another woman like that. So you're telling me that as a woman, if you see another woman doing bad, you just gonna rock with her and side with her because y'all both got vaginas? I got a whole vagina and a set of fucking breasts. I don't give a fuck that Remy's a female. She's wrong. The proof has been there. Oh, but Remy says that he cheated as well. Let's check this out, y'all. Don't mind the fucked up injured hand, by the way. Papoose, massive fucking evidence that Remy Ma has been cheating. Massive fucking receipts. Like it's a fucking boatload of receipts. Remy Ma, you got her word. I don't know Remy Ma. I don't know you from a fucking hole in the wall. So why do I gotta take your fucking word for anything that you're saying about Pat? We've seen the actual factual evidence from Pat. Why do I have to believe anything that you're saying? Okay? We've seen the sketchiness in you from day one. Okay? We've seen the sketchiness in you. We've seen how it's forced. Okay? We've seen how you sit there and you make it seem like you got a gun held to your head to be with Pat. Okay? I seen one female sit there and talking about, oh, well, y'all sitting there and y'all talking about how Pap held her down all them years while she was in prison. How many women don't hold men down? Why y'all always gotta sit there and fucking give the credit to the women? What about the niggas? So the men that do all this good shit, the men that sit there and hold women down, the men that treat their fucking women like loyalty, you're telling me that they don't deserve no fucking credit on this bullshit? So y'all just gonna forget any and everything that Papoose did for her. Why? Because women do it every fucking day. So because women do it every fucking day, you're telling me that y'all can't give her flowers to the man that actually fucking did that shit for her? The man not only held her fucking down, he almost went to fucking prison for her. He fought for her. He held her kid down for her. Okay? Had numerous fucking artists working on a fucking track while she was coming out, talking about the queen is coming, the queen is coming. Y'all can't downplay all of that and act like y'all didn't see everything that this man did for her. From this nigga got snuffed by her fucking big bro Fat Joe himself. Instead of going against Joe, the nigga sat there and the nigga went against Joe. But y'all want to sit there and say, oh well, women do it every day. So because of the fact that women do it every day, we can't sit there and give flowers to one nigga that was doing that shit. But because it's a female, y'all all want to side with Rem. I'm the one female y'all not gonna catch siding with Remy. You did bad. You got everybody fooled because you showed a video how you was with Rem, Reminisce on Christmas. One, you showed an old video. Two, even if it was a new video, that could have been a video from a day or two after Christmas when you with her as she's opening her gifts. So it really don't mean shit. We all saw the pictures of you and Easy the Block underneath that raggedy ass fucking Dollar Tree Christmas tree, looking dusty as hell, all smiles and happiness. We're not gonna act like Pap don't got you on a recording saying that you was about to dead Easy the Block captain, but then Pap turned around and Pap snuffed him. So now she kinda gotta kiss his ass so he don't turn around and hit her with a fucking lawsuit. You sit there and you talk about how his shorty, she needs to mind her business and stay the fuck in her lane, but yet Easy to Block stay opening and running his fucking mouth whenever you go live. All you hear is Easy talking shit in the background. So why is okay for your nigga to talk? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, I've seen Shorty box. You might want to keep your mouth quiet. You might want to stay quiet. I've seen her box. Okay? So can y'all please explain to me why is everybody going so hard for Rem just because she's a female? I'm a whole female and I don't give a fuck. I don't side with genders, I side with truth. I don't care what your gender is, I care about the truth. Okay? The truth is something that we will never know. Now, here's one thing that I saw two birds sit there and say yesterday. I've seen a lot of birds say this shit the past couple of weeks. Everybody sitting there talking about we need to learn to mind our business and stay out of their marriage. Motherfuckers is live on Instagram, YouTube, you fucking name it. They putting their business out there for us. So how the fuck you want people to stay out your business? Then keep your shit private. You don't fucking go live and air your business out. I won't respect you after that enough to mind my business. You putting tea out there, I'm gonna drink it. You can't go live about your personal life publicly to the world and then turn around and say, mind your business. Keep your shit private, stupid. It's that fucking simple. Oh, but they both went live, Pap and Remy. Pap went live because she spoke on his children. She pulled the one fucking card that that man was not going to allow. That man didn't go live not once talking about her until that day where he said enough is enough. He had the right to defend himself and all the shit that she was saying. Now, if you a real woman, if you a hardcore hood person like you claim to be, why are you doing lives and then deleting them? You forget there's this little thing called screen record. You know how many screen recordings I have of Remy Ma saying things that she is now backtracking and saying, I didn't say that? It's the fucking internet. The minute somebody famous goes live, millions of people are pushing the screen record button and they ready to screen record and catch everything. Okay? Everybody. So at the end of the day, okay, at the end of the day, y'all sit there and y'all ride with Remy all you want. Don't nobody give two flying rats asses. Okay? None at all. At the end of the day, y'all can continue to side with Rem all y'all want. I'ma side with the facts, not the truth, because we're never gonna know the truth. That's the only person that knows the truth. We're gonna have Pap's version. We're gonna have Rem's version, and there's gonna be the truth. Okay? There's gonna be the truth. So, at the end of the day, y'all can go ahead and y'all side with what y'all want to side with. I'm not gonna sit there and always side with a woman just because I have a vagina. I'm not always gonna sit there and side with a guy. I'm gonna side with what I think is the fucking truth. Okay? Y'all need to start paying close attention to these celebrities and start paying close attention to everything that they do. Okay? Because at the end of the day, they're telling y'all without telling y'all. All right? They're giving y'all everything without giving it to y'all. And y'all don't even realize it. Diddy been giving y'all the hints. And he's been telling y'all to y'all faces that he was a disgusting, narcissistic, psychotic, rapist, and woman abuser, and a sex addict. Y'all chose not to believe him because that's Diddy, Bad Boys. And now look, half of y'all are sitting, running to cover and watch the whole entire Diddy trial. Don't always be so quick. Nah, Nino, I fell and the whole um don't always be so quick to idolize all these famous people. Don't be so quick to sit there and see a famous couple like Remy Ma and Papoose and be like, those are couple goals. Couple goals are your marriage. Your marriage. Those are couple goals, not the next person's fucking marriage. Your marriage is couple goals. What you do in your marriage. Okay? Stop trying to be like everybody else out there. Stop trying to idolize all these famous people and everything that they fucking do. Okay? Stop seeing a famous person today and you're so obsessed with them that the minute you hear that they did bad on something, you're like, nah, I don't believe in that. You know, it is what it is. I don't do that starstruck thing because at the end of the day, famous people are just that, people, human beings, that they piss and shit the same as we do. They put pants on one leg at a time. They eat, they sleep, they fuck just like we do. They're fucking human beings. They're famous because they're either actors or they're musical artists or whatever the case is. Stop being so quick to idolize every person that you see that becomes famous because you never know what deep, dark skeletons they're hiding. Okay? So, with that being said, y'all know me, I don't like dragging on hours and hours of lives. Shout out to everybody that came in. Shout out to the haters that came in as well. Shout out to the bitches and the hoes in the bushes. I hope y'all hit the like button anyway. Y'all know me. I will continue to report on every and any celebrity news that there is. I'm Talk Your Ish Jess, queen of the motherfucking Rico squad, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Shout out to the king of the Rico squad, Latin Pain, That Real Rican Rap. Shout out to Havoc 3E, Smoked Out Society. Old Dusty Puerto Rican, my favorite grandpa on the internet. My beautiful bucket of peaches, Gemma's Journey, and Grace. Shout out to Artist Morrison and the fire ass fucking interviews that he's been doing. Shout out to my baby, Zuki. Shout out to the big bro, Irv. Shout out to R. Hennies. Shout out to Hacks. Shout out to the real fucking Rico squad. Okay. And shout out to any other person that was in the chat. If I missed you, I just didn't see you. YouTube was not working in my favor today. Um, and yeah, learn to be you. Learn to not idolize anything and everyone that you see. Um, and just keep an open eye because the whole entire world is just a big entire fucking closet full of skeletons.